So for this lesson, we are going to be looking at how to write down this time on this clock. And so you can see on this clock that there are some missing numbers. This is where I need to remember some things about a clock, that there is a pattern. And so I know if this is 12, next comes 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, all the way back around up to 12. And so, what it wants me to do first for my success criteria is to write the hour hand, which again reminds me that it's the shorthand. So, I'm going to look at the shorthand here and figure out what is the hour. And it even tells me right here in the same color to write the hour first. So, I'm going to figure out what is this hour. So, I'm looking at the shorthand. What number is this pointing to? Well, it goes 3. So, I know because of the pattern, the next number is 4. So, I'm going to write the number 4. Then it tells me I need to write a semicolon between the hour and the minutes. So I'm going to click Shift and then the little button next to the L, which makes the semicolon. And now I'm ready for the minute hand. So I remember the minute hand is the long hand. And again, in the same color blue, it says right here, in counting in minutes, I'm going to count by fives. So starting here at the 12, which really, when I'm counting by minutes, if I'm starting here, it's when I skip counting, it's 0 here. Even though it says 12, I'm thinking of this as 0 for my minutes. So I'm going to skip count from here all the way around. But for this, I don't have to. It's already at the 12. It's already at the 0. I don't have to make myself go all the way around counting by fives because it's already there. When that happens, this means that it is at the right hour. This is to the nearest hour. So I'm going to put 00 to show that it's exactly 4 o'clock. Okay, but sometimes the minute hand will move. And when that happens, I need to know what to do. So I'm going to show you another model with the same success criteria, but this time there are minutes that I'm going to be looking at. And so for this one, I'm going to, again, look for the hour hand. This one's a little trickier. The minute hand and the hour hand look very similar, but I think this one looks a little bit shorter, a little bit bigger, not as close to the numbers as this one. This one looks like it's a little bit closer to the numbers. So I'm going to say this is my hour hand. And so I'm going to start here and I'm going to count around. If this is 12, all the numbers I can tell here are available, so I can just read them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it's not quite to the 9. It's in between the 8 and the 9. So I'm going to write the time as 8. And I remember I'm going to write that semicolon that looks like this. Click Shift, and I'm going to put the one next to the L. And then I'm going to count by minutes. Okay, and so again, that's the long hand. It's the one I haven't used yet. I'm going to start at the 12, which I remember is actually a 0 when I'm skip counting. And I'm going to skip count around by 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oop, I'm not all the way to 30, so I'm in between 25 and 30. So I'm going to say this is probably around, let's say, 27. Now, it could be 28, it could be 29, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 8:27. Okay? Again, as long as you're close, if it's something like this, then that's okay. All right? So when you go on to the next ones, you're going to be following the directions here. I look forward to seeing your work. Bye, guys.